What's up,
Yes.
everyone? So, of course, Ronit, Harsh, most of the people watching don't know you guys. So, can you give us an
Yep.
introduction about yourself?
So yeah, I'll start. I'm Ronan Sangoi. I'm 16 years old, and I was in this year's 10th from the Bishop School camp.
Or what you, Harsh?
Hello guys. I'm Harsh. I'm also 16. Uh, I just passed my exams without giving them. So
I don't know if I'm lucky or
just
unlucky
lucky
that my
to be in
exams
this batch.
happened. मेरे एग्जाम्स हुए ना
Uh,
लाइक पहले ही तो यार क्या यार
okay,
एनीवेज
तूने पढ़ के रखा था तो kinda lucky. I don't know. Let's get into the topic.
yeah.
Okay.
So you wanted to pick entrepreneurship. So you both are interested, and so why did that topic appeal to you?
Topic, why did it appeal to me? So basically, since the past 1.5 or 2 years, I had this change of attitude, from bachpan mein, like not bachpan mein exactly, but like when I was in 7th or 8th grade, all I used to think about job and stuff. But after I grow up, but then, you know, this is what appealed to me: starting my own company, having a startup. So what I want to do is have my own company, and this is why this topic has appealed to me, and I find it very very interesting.
Okay, I have a question regarding that. You said कि you want to start up after you finish your education. Why not right now or even later stages of your
So
education?
exactly, okay. So not just after my education. So the thing is that I want a very good education, but then if some idea, a concrete idea and a concrete business. So if I get a concrete idea and if I can make a concrete business plan out of that idea, and if I then why not? I can start my own business anytime I want to. But then that idea has to come, and then none of that idea comes after develop a concrete business plan. So it's not like I
Okay, okay.
100% keep education ke baad hi and stuff. But then I want a good education. That is why.
And like one more question, are you looking for that idea like almost every day? Because I feel that is also important.
I mean, everything, every time you look around you, I mean, so basically what you got to come up with is a problem that you have to solve, and you got to sell the solution of that problem. So yeah, you can, you just got to observe, and yeah, and you might never know that idea might come anytime,
Right,
anywhere.
right, right. Awesome. Or and Harsh, what
Yeah.
about you? Why does this topic appeal to you?
So basically, like entrepreneurship is something everyone should try for. I mean, uh, you grow individually little extra than what you grow in a job. So it does matter what you do for yourself, basically.
Okay, okay, okay. Then I want to ask from here only. Okay, you said everyone should try, but is it for everyone? Can everyone actually succeed in it? Is it realistic?
So basically, I mean, I don't. Entrepreneurship is not for everyone, but I think everyone should try. Like, it's not. It's just not a business or money. It's a mindset. Basically, it's a mindset. So if you have the right mindset, then why not go for it?
So you're just saying try and then maybe it turns out good. Then if it turns good, then otherwise you go back to what you were doing. What do you
Yeah.
use,
I
Ronit?
mean,
Yeah. So is it for everyone? That's a good question. Uh, I mean, see, it's not like I can do it, but you can't. I mean, everyone can do it if they try to do it. That is what I feel. Like, if you have the right mindset, as Harsh said, if you actually believe in what you're doing, and if you are ready to risk everything for it, if you have that much belief in what you do, then it is for you. But if you are like, I'm not gonna give 100%, 50%, side by side, I'll do. It's not for you. If you're ready to risk everything for it, it is for you. Otherwise, no, it isn't.
I feel like any business idea, like anyone, किसी को भी business idea आएगा, I don't think there will be many people who say कि I don't believe in this. unless like there's certain circumstances where they are forced to run the
See,
business and all.
believing in it, yeah, I agree. A lot of people believe in it, but then are they ready to risk everything for that idea? That is true belief in your idea. Are you ready to risk everything? Like if you have like a huge paying job or anything, but are you ready to risk everything? Like let's take an example of Jeff Bezos. Okay, he after graduating from I guess Princeton, he had this high paying job in Wall Street. He got this idea of Amazon, but he went all in. He left his job, high paying job, okay. He left his job 1994, started up Amazon in his garage, which was an online book selling store. And now, we all have
Yeah.
seen where Amazon has reached. So, yeah, he went all in.
But then, okay.
So I would like to
okay,
add to Ronit.
Go ahead.
So what Ronit said was that believing in your idea. So there's a difference between believing in your idea fully and halfly.
Okay.
So even that matters. Like if you don't believe in your idea fully, then there's no point doing it. So giving your 100% is the only key.
So you're saying anyone can okay, so there's two things. Okay, obviously there's an average entrepreneur and there's a successful one. So you're saying the successful one goes ahead because he fully believes in the idea, and then the average one's like so believe in it.
Yeah. And there's one more thing, taking risks. The average entrepreneur will never take risks. Even if they'll take risks, they're small risks, okay? But a successful entrepreneur, if he'll take risks because he actually believes in the idea. So yeah, taking risks, it is very important, because without taking risks, you're not gonna get any gains out there.
Yeah, and by risk you mean like
You can't just keep
calculated
playing.
risk, not gambling.
No gambling, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but if they know ki, yeah, this is a risk, but then, if they believe ki nahi hoga, then it will happen, okay? If they believe and they put all efforts, not just believing, put all efforts to make it happen, it will happen.
Okay, so it's just
So not a gamble.
all right. So okay, if you fully believe in it, it will happen. But then
If you fully believe in it and you work towards it,
all right, okay,
then it will happen.
okay.
मतलब ऐसा believe करने से तो कुछ होता है नहीं.
right.
I mean, fully believe if you believe in it fully, of course you're gonna work towards it.
Yeah. Okay. I like what you said.
So and like there's one more difference between average and successful entrepreneurs is that managing high level stress, which is like it is tough, but you have to do it. You have no other option. I mean, the stress level is like too much to entrepreneurs. I mean, if you want to do anything, the stress level, you are going to have a lot of stress. So like you need to know how to manage it. If you don't know it, then you might fail.
Right. I can agree with you on that because yeah.
So
The stress
there's
is
one
high,
more
the
point I
stress
would like to say. Yeah. So then I'll tell you one more point. What separates the average and the successful entrepreneur? It is their love for what they're doing. Like if you love what you're doing, then of course you're gonna be. If you gotta love what you're doing, basically, that is the thing, and you gotta have ambition, high ambitions. Okay, it's not like you can never settle for less. You can never settle for less. Okay, I'm not talking about greed, but then your ambitions. Okay, greed and ambitions are two different things.
Right. Why am I loving this conversation so much? It's damn good.
Because it is interesting. Of course,
Yeah,
everyone is loving it.
It's too interesting. Okay, but okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
agreed.
now look.
Also, like
Bol Harsh.
so like, and also one more point is you need to have the ability to accept your failure. If you don't have that, you have nothing.
Can you give us an example, Harsh?
As an example, okay. So I think my dad, I'll talk about my dad. So I mean, he's not kind of an entrepreneur. I can't say that, but like he had to do a job. He had to work for my grandfather, and from there he started growing the business. So growing the business also comes into entrepreneurship.
Yeah, right.
So basically, in growing
Yeah,
businesses,
great.
there are many failures. Like some shop might work, the rent is high, and it's not working. That's a failure. So, I mean, to accept that failure and to move ahead and to again start growing, that's another thing.
And most people can't come out of that. They're like, अरे कितना fail, इतना
Yes.
fail होके मैं थक गया हूँ. Like,
Yeah.
like recently,
They're like,
like
मुझसे हो नहीं
even though,
पाएगा.
yeah, even though like I don't have business right now, like I've in this last week only, like I got so many failures. Like I was tired, and these last 3 days have been horrible for me. But I'm like, I took a like, I sat down, I closed my eyes, I'm like, shut up.
Yes.
What do you have to do next? Okay, and I'm slowly rolling the snowball.
Great.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, that's great,
that's an
man.
actually good ability to accept failures and
Yeah.
move on.
There's one more ability, which
But
is
not,
which
not
everyone.
only entrepreneurship.
Sorry, what did you say?
I mean, like not only entrepreneurship,
Right.
but like life also you need the ability to accept failure.
Be accountable. Like everything is your fault. It's
Yeah, you
not
can't
the
just keep on
yeah,
blaming the
Yeah.
surroundings
yeah, not the weather's fault,
or the
not
situation.
God's fault, not your mom's fault. It's your fault.
It's your fault. Yeah.
Ronit, you had something to say
Yeah.
when
Yeah, I was saying, so this is the one basic thing that we've been learning from childhood. Okay? And this is a very important skill set. Learning from your mistakes.
Yeah.
We've been told 1,000 times that we gotta learn from our mistakes. Now let me give you an example, okay? A huge example. Let's take an example of Yahoo, okay? And
Okay.
how they went from a tech giant to minnows. Not minnows, but then they were sold for a very, very, very less rate in 2016. All because they didn't learn from their mistakes. Like in 2000, they were worth about $128 billion, and they were sold for a mere $4.5 billion in 2016 to Verizon. And it happened because of 4 major mistakes, and they did not learn from one mistake. Okay, in 1998, Larry Page and Sergey Brin, who are the founders of Google, approached Yahoo to sell Google for $1 million. Yahoo said no. Okay, in 2002, Yahoo went up and approached Google to buy them for $3 billion. Google wanted $5 billion. Yahoo said no. In 2006, Yahoo struck a deal with Facebook to buy Facebook for $1.1 billion. But then, as we know, it is owned by Mark Zuckerberg. So what happened? At the end moment, Terry Semel, who was then the CEO of Yahoo, he said he changed the deal to $800 million at the end moment, and that deal fell apart. So yeah, and in 2006 or 7, I don't remember. Okay, Google approached Yahoo to buy them. 2008, sorry, Microsoft approached Yahoo to buy them for $44 billion. They said no, and in the end, they were sold for a mere $4.4 billion. All because they did not learn from their mistakes. I mean, it's a huge loss if you go to see, like, from
Yeah.
what, $128 billion. Instead of building on that, in 2000 they were $128 billion. Instead of building on that, they were sold in 2016 for like $4.5 billion.
That's horrible. I didn't
All
know
because they
about
didn't
this.
exactly because they didn't learn from their mistakes, man.
Yeah.
They kept on repeating the same thing. I mean, wow.
And okay, I want to share like how do you actually learn from your mistakes. So there's a good tool that I use. So whenever I fail at something, I think people in the military do this. They file something called an after action report. So after you fail at something, write down everything that went right. Write that down. Secondly, write what went wrong that उसके वजह से you failed. And then finally write down ki, what can you improve the next time. I guaranteed you won't fail like that once again. After action report.
Very good, man.
So that's what I also use.
I always say, when I used to play tennis, I traveled a lot for tournaments. So after losing a match or so, every time I did was sit down after the match and you just write down everything what you feel went wrong and you work on it. So that's how you learn from your mistakes.
100%. Right, right, right.
So let's take the smallest example, okay, out here in learning from your mistakes. Let's take an example of an exam. Okay, you make one mistake in suppose your math exam, because this is my personal thing. Okay, I've made a lot of silly mistakes in my math exam. This is a lot of silly mistakes. Trust me. So you know what my mom used to tell me is that I used to repeat the same mistakes like sixth, seventh, eighth. I used to make the same mistakes again and again. My mom used to be like, "Why?" And then now in 10th, okay, I made sure ki, see, you do anything, okay, you shouldn't be conceptually wrong and you shouldn't make the same mistake twice. Okay, so whatever mistake I made, okay, I solved that sum again in the correct way, and then I remembered कि हाँ मैंने ये गलती की है. I'm not gonna repeat it again. Like कुछ भी हो जाए, I'm not gonna repeat it again. And yeah, so like we make small mistakes every single day. We just gotta keep them in mind and try our best never to repeat them, because that's like the worst mistake that you'll ever make is repeating the same mistake. Like you're caught in a never-ending cycle then.
Okay. Okay, so point is clear. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you have to learn from mistakes. Okay, so all this talk about entrepreneurs, do you think it's somewhat of a trend these days to like it's cool to be an entrepreneur? What do you think?
Okay, so first thing, if you think it is cool to be an entrepreneur, entrepreneurship is not for you. Okay, it is clearly not for you. If you think I'm gonna be an entrepreneur because it will look
I'm gonna
cool.
buy Ferrari. I'm
भाई छोड़ दे तू.
I'm gonna live in a
भाई
mansion.
छोड़ दे तू. भाई छोड़ दे तू. इतना बोलूंगा मैं. ठीक है? It has kind of become a trend, which is the worst part. The good thing is it's becoming popular. A lot of people didn't know about this, like what used to be in their mind, which is fed into our brains since childhood. हाँ, अच्छी सरकारी नौकरी करनी है, ये करना है या वो करना है, ठीक है? वो भी ever fed ऐसा कि नहीं बेटा, but बड़े होके you have to start your own company, you got to become successful. No, people just tell us 9 to 5 job, इतना अच्छा job, you should have a high pay and stuff. Okay.
The good thing is
It is
the way
becoming
people
popular.
think is increased.
Yeah, it's broadening.
Yeah.
But it becoming a trend is like the worst thing ever. Okay, if you think, I'll repeat it again. If you think that I'm gonna be cool by becoming an entrepreneur, भाई छोड़ दे यार. सच्ची बोल रहा. Okay.
So basically, the word entrepreneur is cool. Like if you get that tag, you become cool. That's what is happening right now.
Right.
Which should not. Obviously, it should not.
And
Yeah, exactly.
Especially
I
like
mean,
it's increasing also. You see all these dumb Instagram posts like, oh, 3 ways to make money. This like 5 ways to make money as a teenager. Bro, shut up. Let me focus on my.
If you would have, if you're writing all this, if you would have done that now, you wouldn't be writing that person.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Crazy.
Exactly, dude. I mean, if you want to become an entrepreneur, you're becoming that for you, not to show the world that you're cool. Okay? And after a point, after you get success, money doesn't even move you anymore. Okay? It is your higher spirituality that moves you rather than money. If you want to become an entrepreneur to buy a Ferrari, don't.
So many people have just disliked the video and left. Oh my god. Yeah, it's
Okay, man. I mean, that's my point. Okay, that is my point.
You're right only. Like if you think you're gonna start a business that exists in the market, 100 other people are doing it, and you think you're gonna earn enough money to live in a mansion and buy a Ferrari in 1 year, then get out.
Exactly.
You can try again.
Time.
That will be a failure for you, and then you can learn from that. That's another
exactly.
thing.
And a lot of people don't even want to give it time. They think, 1 year, 2 year maximum. I mean, Rome wasn't built in a day, guys. You can't just expect, I'm starting a business. So many people, see, Warren Buffett always says, people ask me how to become rich, but they're not ready to
That's
accept.
my favorite quote.
But yeah, exactly. but they're not ready to get rich slowly.
Yeah,
They want to get rich fast. You can't. I mean,
bad. And the another thing is ki the amount of work it takes, no one is willing to put in that.
exactly. No
Main
one
is
is willing to put
education. Like
the work.
the amount of, I think the average millionaire, I think, reads about some at least 60 books a year or something. Like I read that somewhere. Around 50,
Yeah,
50 to
exactly.
70 books a year. So are you reading 50, 70 books a year? Like what are you doing? And it's not books. It can be education in any form. This was just a metric. So like
Exactly.
keep
It
learning.
just keep learning. You know, it's like that Three Idiots का famous dialogue. ज्ञान हर जगह बट रहा है, हमें बस उधर से ढूंढना है or something. You know, ज्ञान चारों तरफ बट रहा है, or something like that. I mean, that is true. Like, there is knowledge everywhere around you. You just gotta tap in and get that knowledge into you. You don't need to be well learned, but you gotta be well educated. There's a difference, okay? Even if you don't have a good degree or anything, but if you're well educated, you can make it in life.
Yeah.
A lot of people confuse degree and education, which is just dumb.
It's good that you realize that, because I strongly believe in that. I don't care about any degree. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna wait till
I'm
I
not trying to
graduate,
say-
bro. I need to do it now.
Yeah.
So that's my attitude.
exactly.
Keep
I'm
learning.
not trying to say ki, don't get a good degree, okay? If you're getting a good degree, it's good, okay? But
Yeah.
then you need to be well educated also, not just well learned.
Yeah.
If you're getting a good degree, it is good. It is very good. Because if you're getting a good degree, there'll be a lot of exposure that you're getting. It's not just ki, I'm getting a good degree, but that doesn't mean ki I'm getting a good degree. Now my life is sort. Kuch nahi karna hai abhi. Now everything I'll earn this much and this and everything. You gotta work for it. You gotta keep working 24/7 for the rest of your life.
For the rest
Until that
of
one
your
point
life.
comes where you're
What
successful.
wrong with
Yeah.
I-
what Ramadev is saying is ratta nahi marna. You should know what you're reading.
Agreed.
Unfortunately, you know what the education system is like. We won't talk about it because like we already know the situation of it. It only like if you ratta, there's a higher chance of you succeeding.
Right, 9. Okay.
Yeah.
I literally used to. I'm not gonna lie. Okay. But then I realized ki, I mean, what am I doing by doing this? I mean, I'm not getting anything. I'm just
Mhm.
doing stuff because people are telling me to do stuff. That is not right? I mean, if you're learning something, take interest and you gotta grasp everything that they're teaching you. Just absorb it rather than just so ratta is basically एक कान से सुना, थोड़ी देर रखा, उसके बाद निकाल दिया.
Yeah.
So you gotta
Yeah.
absorb it. Whatever you're learning once, you gotta keep it for the rest of your life with you.
Yeah. So I'll tell you ki like even I've never been good at education. Like since when I started, like I've been not to brag, but in my first, second, third grade, like I was like a top scoring student. Like that, even though it's like damn desk, but my peers were like somehow struggling and I was easily doing it what they were doing. But in first, second, third, it's not that much ratta. As soon as the ratta increased, I started to struggle more. And then I went to UK, which udhar ratta nahi hota hai kabhi bhi. Like
Exactly.
nothing.
Yeah.
No ratta.
Hmm.
You have like a book. If you have to remember it, like, suppose that chemistry में वो table रहता है ना, I don't know what it's called.
Periodic table.
Yeah, period. In
Periodic
the test,
table.
they give you the periodic table. It's that less of ratta. And then I come to India. 8th grade I do, and then I literally fail everything because I couldn't do it. I couldn't memorize it. I couldn't do it. And then I've had my bad relationship with school since the start only. So it's mainly because of this reason only.
Yeah.
Luckily I got the chance to do something different and actually find out what I'm about. Because like so many
Great.
people they never get good at it at ratta, and then they think that they're failing in life. In reality, their interests are only something different. They like,
Exactly.
yeah. And I'm like fortunate enough to have found that. But like,
Till 10, the Indian education system is quite messed up, trust me.
no.
And till 8th or 9th, I was going along with it. I used to ratify, as I've told you.
Yeah.
My grades were very high, but then in 10th I realized, I mean, a lot of things, okay, let's not get into it. I wouldn't name anything because then we will get very off topic. But I realized, and somehow my grades didn't go very down, but then they went a little low. But then it's fine. I don't care.
And the thing is, I don't know if you want to talk about this, but the education system does not produce entrepreneurs. It doesn't put in that mindset anywhere in the world. Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it doesn't produce entrepreneurs. After some time,
You need to grow yourself.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Because I don't know, they just don't put in that mindset exactly.
But-
That doesn't mean that we're leaving the education system, guys.
No.
Okay,
It's
we
not
have
about
no
that.
choice.
It's not about that. No, yeah. I
Otherwise
remember.
people will
Okay.
think.
What actually, I read about this in some book, is ki nowhere, no successful person would. I mean, almost no successful person would contribute their success to something that they learnt in school. It was something that
Yeah,
some other
school.
incident, some other challenge they faced in school or after school, that doesn't matter. But okay, good. You learned about geography in school and now you're in that field. You're one of the top guys in that field. That's different. But what actually promoted you was not what you learned there. It was maybe something that someone told you. Maybe you gone through this, you gone through this. I think, and yeah, that is
The
what makes successful
exposure.
entrepreneurs.
So basically, the exposure in school life is very limited.
Right.
The more you get exposed to different things,
Yeah.
like in college life or something, the better you're gonna be.
I'd
Because
say even college
at
is
one
limited,
point-
right? Because it's still that environment. You're not in the real world.
yeah, I mean, it is limited, but compared to school, relatively,
Yeah.
it is much more.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean when leaving the education system, a good education is a must. Okay, and yeah, I mean, you gotta find ways to increase your exposure. Okay, and yeah, you just
Yeah.
Got
Just
to
because you're in school
get
doesn't
yourself
mean you have
exposed
to
to.
just stay
Exactly.
there. Yeah.
Anna,
Yeah.
if they're putting us up, if they're making you think this way, like, see, this is okay, you gotta broaden your horizons. Okay,
Yeah.
they're gonna make you think this way, but then you gotta think.
You think this way.
You gotta broaden. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
broaden your horizons. That is the basic thing. Yeah.
Harsh, you wanna say something?
And I also I mean, the generation before us, like our parents' generation, they didn't know much about entrepreneurship at that time. So it's growing popular right now.
Yeah.
But growing popular and going trendy are two different things.
Right.
So growing popular is more important. Trending is like TikTok is also trending, but I mean, it's nothing you can do about it.
Like, don't be afraid. I'll say ki to go after your entrepreneurial goals while you're still in school.
So there's this one question which is asked a lot. Did entrepreneurs just get lucky?
Okay, I'm smiling because I already knew the question. Okay, do entrepreneurs get lucky? While most people may think that, they only see ki when you see a successful person, you always see ki, oh, he's successful. You didn't see the 10 years of work that he did.
The
So,
20 years,
yeah.
15 years of work that they
whatever
did.
amount of work, you don't
Yeah.
see that. So that's why mainly people say ki he's lucky or he doesn't deserve this amount of success. I want to bring my Ask Pune ka one episode up. Ki I ask people ki, do you think billionaires deserve
Yeah.
to have that much money? That they
Exactly. That is what I was gonna bring it up.
Yeah.
Like, that is a very, very, very common question that people ask.
have? Yeah.
And whoever thinks they got lucky or billionaires don't deserve to have the billions of dollars that they have, you're dumb. You're straight up dumb. That is crap. Okay, you have no idea about the hard work, all the sacrifices that these people have put in. Okay, even we have no idea. Only
Yeah.
they will know what sacrifices. And you calling them, ki, this guy got lucky. See, there might be a bit of luck factor which might be involved, but you can't say that they got lucky. Okay, it is all the hard work which they put in. a lot of people keep on saying ki, oh, billionaires don't deserve to have so many billions of dollars and this and that. Okay, they don't have that much money in their pocket.
Yeah, it's not
Their
in cash.
worth. There is a
Yeah.
difference.
Yeah.
There is a difference between the money that you have and your net worth. Okay, net worth is your entire assets, and like if Jeff Bezos starts selling his Amazon shares, the share price will come down. So in theory, he's worth about $200 billion. In reality, he might be worth like $100 billion.
Yeah, the cash in
And he
hand is very
deserves-
limited, or he has the
Exactly.
accessibility of taking it out whenever he wants without too many
Yeah.
consequences.
And he deserves every penny of it. Okay, for the hard work that he's put in. And yeah, I mean, and so many of these entrepreneurs, be it Mark Zuckerberg, Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett has been living in the same house. I don't know, Penn. Okay,
Childhood,
his breakfast is
McDonald's.
McDonald's. I've seen that documentary. It's
Yeah,
like
even I saw that.
it's not even a Big Mac. Okay, it is a normal cheeseburger or hamburger. That is the level of simplicity that guy has.
So about billionaires being lucky. So it's like the people who say billionaires are lucky, their vision is small. They call hard work lucky.
Damn.
So that's just their mindset. I mean, people with those mindsets can't grow and can't become entrepreneurs. Basically.
Exactly. I mean, how can you call Jeff Bezos or any billionaire lucky? I just don't get it.
Yeah, the hate kind of comes off from like you only need 1 billion to live. Why do you need 100 billion to live? Yeah, that is where the
They're not
hate
even
comes
living
from.
on. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're not even living on that 1
Right,
billion.
right,
Okay.
right,
So what should they do? They should sell the company. Kya now?
right.
How dumb, man.
And I don't wanna hate on these guys too much, but in my Ask Pune also I did na, like majority of the people said ki they should not deserve it. Only there was 2-3 guys out of
I
7
saw
or
the
8
episode.
that
Yeah.
agreed with me. So it's bad.
Right. Exactly.
So, but they built it, so they deserve it.
Simple. Yep.
Exactly.
And people should start understanding that. I mean, if you build, you deserve. If you don't build, you don't deserve.
Yeah, it's different.
Now there
It's
is one
different
thing.
if-
Okay.
okay.
If the second generation, if they're not building on it and if they're just eating, now that they don't deserve. Okay. Like first generation has built it, and if second generation is just gonna come and eat, third generation is gonna come and eat, then they don't deserve. Okay, if they've gotten this itna, and if they're gonna expand the business, of course they deserve. But then if they're just eating, then they don't deserve it, man. But like, yeah, that is my thing.
Yeah, like this Mukesh Ambani, he's second generation only, na?
But then he's
playing a
expanding.
good role. He's expanding
Yeah,
it, so he deserves it.
Let's
If
take an
it-
example of his brother,
Yeah.
Anil Ambani.
Yeah.
He's a bankrupt.
So yeah, so I don't think they'll be able to hold that position also. Like if you're a second generation, you're wasting it. You're gonna deplete it so fast that like in your late 40s, whenever you inherit it, somewhere later in life, you're gonna lose it all. You're gonna be on the streets.
Exactly. And you see, people won't know you. People look up to people because of their personality, because of their traits, not because of the money that they have. Okay.
Right.
Like let's take an example of Walmart. It is owned by the Walmart family, but no one knows who these people are. Okay.
Right.
Because they're not doing they don't have any executive roles or something. While look at the other companies, people look up to Jeff Bezos, people look up to Elon Musk, people look up to Bill Gates because they built it from the ground up. And even if they're not built it, people are growing it. For example, let's take an example of Tim Cook. He hasn't built Apple, but then he's growing Apple.
Right. I wanna build up on what you said about money won't make people like you. I don't know if you check the news, but Bill Gates is getting a divorce. What do you think?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, we know that.
When I read it in the morning, I was laughing like crazy. All
I
this
don't know,
money
man.
and you can't
The
keep a
personal
wife.
matter.
from the
My
top
God.
10 billionaires of the world,
Yeah.
I think 7 of them are divorced.
Yeah.
Now I don't know. It's their personal matter.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't speak.
We don't know what
Okay,
happened,
I
but
can't even
still,
comment.
that is
Yeah,
proof
exactly.
ki
We don't know what
money
happened.
doesn't make people like you for the long term.
I wanted to add a point.
Go ahead.
So, the base of entrepreneurship is communication. If you
Oh.
don't know how to communicate, you're dead.
Super answer.
Communicating with people is really important.
That is, I'm surprised this didn't come up earlier. Because communication, I'm also learning about it a lot, and I'm also putting it into practice.
Of course,
And
if you don't know how
not
to
only if you're
communicate with,
an entrepreneur. I just finished reading a book called Sell or Be Sold by Grant Cardone. I highly recommend you both also read it. Sell or Be Sold.
yeah, cool.
It's key, like everything in your life is a sale. You're selling it to someone. If I want to be your
Agreed.
friend, I'm selling myself. Ki, please be my friend. If I wanna sell
Yeah,
if I wanna get into a relation, I'm selling myself. Ki, please be in a relationship with me. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Like it's all about how you sell yourself and sell the product
so
that
basically,
you're selling.
you are the product, and you yourself are the salesperson.
Yeah, and it
Kinda.
doesn't just apply to
You,
entrepreneurship. Anywhere in life, like you can get anything you want if you know how to sell and
yeah,
communicate. Those
agreed.
two come hand in hand. So it's
Hand
an
in hand.
awesome book. It'll just it'll change how you think about things
Yeah,
if you
cool.
read it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's end it now.
Yes. Thank you, Shrey, for calling us. I mean, it was an amazing conversation.
Yeah.
It was just, I mean, I don't know that what's the time, like
I didn't know what
5:18.
to
Okay,
expect of this
been a long time.
conversation, but it went good. I don't regret spending. I
Yeah,
don't regret the
it was
last
fun,
40
yaar.
minutes.